Welcome back to another episode of The Daily Glow, where we dive deep into how we can live our best, most vibrant lives. I'm Socheta, and today I am joined by the incredibly wise and always grounded Mr. Saroon. How are you feeling today, Saroon?
I am feeling absolutely centered today, Socheta. Thank you for that lovely introduction. It's a beautiful morning, and I've already spent some quality time with my jasmine plants, which always puts me in a fantastic headspace for a deep conversation like the one we're about to have.
I can almost smell the jasmine from here. You always seem to have this aura of calm around you. I think that's why our listeners were so eager for this specific topic, daily routines for a better life. It feels like everyone is looking for that magic formula to stop feeling so, rushed and overwhelmed.
It's a common struggle in this fast-paced world, isn't it? We often feel like we are chasing the clock rather than living with the time we have. But the secret, Socheta, isn't magic. It's intentionality. It's about building a sanctuary within your day through small, repeatable actions.
A sanctuary within your day. I love that phrasing. It sounds so much more inviting than a to-do list. So let's start at the very beginning, the moment our eyes open. I'll admit my first instinct is often to reach for my phone. Is that the first mistake?
You aren't alone there. But yes, it's a habit that hijacks your brain before you've even had a chance to say hello to yourself. When you check your phone first thing, you are letting the world's demands, emails, news, social media, dictate your emotional state. You start your day in a reactive mode instead of a proactive one.
I felt that. It really does make my heart race sometimes before I've even sat up. So what do you suggest instead? What does your first hour look like?
Serenely. I call it the golden hour. For me, it starts with hydration, a large glass of water to wake up my internal organs. Then I spend at least 10 minutes in complete silence. No music, no podcasts, just breathing. It allows me to observe my thoughts without being swept away by them. It's like clearing the debris off the road before you start driving.
Silence is so rare these days. It's almost intimidating, but I can see how that would provide a lot of clarity. I've started trying to do 5 minutes of stretching, and even that little bit of movement makes me feel like I'm actually inhabiting my body, rather than just being a floating head.
Exactly. Movement is medicine. It doesn't have to be a grueling workout at 5 a.m. A simple stretch, a short walk, or even just rolling your shoulders opens up the energy flow. You're telling your body, we are awake and we are moving forward together.
Curiously, now what about the midday slump? That's my biggest hurdle. Around 2 p.m., I feel like my brain just wants to go into sleep mode, and I end up reaching for more caffeine, which then ruins my sleep later. How do we structure our routines to handle that energy dip?
The afternoon valley. The mistake most of us make is trying to power through it with brute force. Instead, we should lean into it. I suggest the 10-10 rule. 10 minutes of physical movement, like walking around the block, and 10 minutes of a non-screen related task. Maybe it's reading a physical book or just making a cup of herbal tea mindfully.
I love the idea of a non-screen task. My eyes get so tired from the blue light. I've noticed that if I just step outside and look at the trees for a few minutes, my focus returns much faster than if I just scroll through my feed while sitting at my desk.
Precisely. Nature is the ultimate reset button. There is a biological connection there that we often ignore. Even just feeling the sun on your skin for a moment can reset your circadian rhythm and give you that second wind without the caffeine jitters.
Okay, I'm definitely implementing the 10-10 rule tomorrow. Now, let's talk about the evening. This is where I think most people fall apart. We finish work, we're exhausted, and we just veg out until we realize it's midnight.
The evening routine is perhaps even more important than the morning one because it sets the stage for tomorrow's success. Think of it as landing the plane. You wouldn't just turn off the engines mid-flight, right? You need a gradual descent.
Intrigued. Landing the plane. That's a powerful image. So how do we descend gracefully?
Calmly. Start by dimming the lights an hour before bed. It signals to your brain that the sun has set and it's time for melatonin to take over. I also highly recommend a brain dump. Write down everything you're worried about or need to do tomorrow. Once it's on paper, your brain feels it has permission to stop looping those thoughts.
Oh, I need that. My brain loves to remind me about a random email I forgot to send right as I'm trying to drift off. Writing it down sounds like an exorcism for stress.
It truly is. And finally, end the day with gratitude. Just 3 things. They don't have to be big. Today, I am grateful for this conversation, the taste of my lunch, and the cool breeze. Ending on a positive note ensures that your subconscious spends the night in a state of abundance rather than lack.
That is so beautiful, Saroon. It's not about being perfect or having a 2-hour elaborate ritual. It's about these small, intentional touch points throughout the day that say, I value myself in my peace.
You've hit the nail on the head, Sucheta. Consistency over intensity. Don't try to change everything tomorrow. Just pick one. The water in the morning, the walk in the afternoon, or the gratitude at night. Master one, then add the next.
Warmly, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom today, Mr. Saroon. I feel more centered just talking to you. To our listeners, we hope this episode inspires you to build your own sanctuary. Remember, your life is built in the small moments. Until next time, stay grounded and keep glowing.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care of yourselves and each other.